Good morning, children. Welcome back to your English class. Okay, today we'll be doing a poetry in literature. Okay, we'll learn a poem in literature. It's on page number 31. Okay, now have you seen the wind, children? Did you see the wind? Yes or no? Okay, it's on your experience. Okay, now you're going to read about a poem. How a boy once challenged the wind to a race. So, it's a poem about a boy challenging the wind to a race. So, the name of the poem is Racing the Wind. The poet of this poem is Michael Glover. Who is the poet of this poem? Michael Glover. Okay, Michael Glover, born in Sheffield, Yorkshire, is a London-based poet, art critic, fiction writer, and magazine editor. He has been a regular reviewer and commentator upon the world of poetry for the Times, the New Statesman, and Economist. Okay, so now we are going to learn the poem Racing the Wind. Okay, I'll read the poetry. Kindly pay attention and listen carefully. Is that clear? Racing the Wind. I said to the wind, I'll race you then to that gate there and back again. But the wind said to me, how will we tell which of us won? I'm invisible. So I thought and then I found. So, what is the poet telling? The poet is telling the wind, will you race with me? But the wind said, I'm invisible. How can we know who won the race? So the poet said to the wind, I'll race you then. Till where? To the gate there, and again you have to come back again. So when the poet asked the wind, he is going to have a race with him. So then what did the wind reply? The wind said, I'm invisible. How can you know who has won the race? How will we tell which of us won the race? Why? Because the wind is invisible. Can you see the wind? We cannot see the wind because the wind is invisible. Only you can feel. Okay. So I thought and then I found. Then the poet said, I'll think, he said, and he thought. I thought means who the poet thought. So I thought and then I found a crisp bag. So what do you mean by the word a crisp bag? Crisp bag in the sense, I think you people are all fond of eating chips. Yes? Yes, the moment you hear the word chips, your mouth starts watering. Everyone loves to eat chips. So, when you purchase a chips, you eat the chips and you throw the wrapper. So, that is called a crisp bag. Okay? That is a bag where you find potato chips in it. So, what did he find there? He found a crisp bag crumpled on the ground. What do you mean by the word crumpled? Means it was crushed on the ground. I picked it up. Who picked it up? The poet picked it up and said to the wind, you blow this and I'll just run. Okay, children? The poet, he thought and after thinking, what did he find? He found a crisp bag that was crumpled on the ground. And the poet picked it up and he said to the wind, you blow this and I'll just run. So off we went, me and that bag. So off we went in the sense both of them. Both in the sense the wind and the poet. They both went dashing like mad not once looking back. That means what? They both they went. Dashing in the sense going somewhere very quickly. Both of them dashed like mad. Not once looking back. They never tried to look back. We means who were your children? We in the sense the poet and the wind. So dashing like mad, not once looking back, but when we got there, the bag went on bouncing, flying right across. So when both of them went, they what did they do? Without looking back, they went. And what happened to the crisp bag, that potato chip bag? The bag, it went on bouncing, flying across. The bag went off somewhere and it started flying up. Turn the page. The playing field, still I got lost. Okay. Well, I raced back to the starting line, shouting, I've won. Your bag can't run in a straight line. So what happened? When the wind blows, generally few things fly up in the sky and can see for some time and then they start disappearing. So what happened over here? The playing field, still I got lost. Well, I raced back to the starting line. Who raced back to the starting line? The poet. He came back and what did he said? He started shouting, I won, I won. Your bag can't run in a straight line. The wind just didn't know what to say. It huffed and puffed and gruffed around. So what happened when both of them went for a race? Who won the race? The boy won the race. He came. Okay. And then what happened to the wind? The wind just didn't know what to say. So he huffed and puffed. What do you mean by the word huffed and puffed? That is breathing in a noisy way because it was very tired. The moment you run, how do you feel? You feel somewhat noisy when you breathe, isn't it? So the wind, what happened to the wind? The wind huffed and puffed and gruffed around. Gruffed around in means what? Gruff means rough and low voice. Okay. Rough and low voice sounded rough and unfriendly. So it huffed and puffed and gruffed around, rattling the chimney pots. Rattling means what? To make rapid, short, sharp sounds. Is it clear? So it breathed in a noisy way as wind was too tired. It huffed and puffed and gruffed around, rattling the chimney pots all day, blowing across and round and down, searching for the bag it lost. So the wind, it was breathing in a noisy way because as the wind was too tired. So it started huffed and puffed and gruffed around. Rattling means what? To make short, sharp sounds. And the chimney pots. What do you mean by the word chimney pots? Means a pipe at the top of the chimney. Here and there, he was searching for the bag he lost. Who was searching? The wind was searching for the bag he lost. Blowing across and round and down, searching for the bag it lost. It was going here and there and he was searching for the bag. So, did he found the bag? Till now the wind is searching for its bag. Is it clear, children? So, this is about your poem Racing the Wind.